Welcome back to TFAX. Today, we're diving into the latest buzz from the high seas of reality TV with 5 unique stories that every Below Deck fan needs to know. So grab your cocktail, sit back, and let's get started. First up, we're unpacking the drama surrounding Below Deck Down Under's dynamic duo, Johnny Arvanitis and Wihan Toit. Following their shocking firings, fans are left questioning, who was the real instigator of chaos? Was it Johnny's explosive outburst or Wihan's questionable behavior that deserves the blame? Let's find out. Next, we're celebrating a reunion that fans have been eagerly waiting for. Kate Chastain reacts to the iconic chef Ben Robinson's return to Below Deck Down Under. What does this mean for the crew, and will their chemistry light up the high seas once again? Stick around to hear Kate's cheeky response. Then we have Nicolas Cattelan, the new deckhand who may be on shaky ground with Captain Jason. After a wild night of beer pong, will Nicolas face the ultimate consequence of being fired? Let's dive into the details of his recent misadventure on the yacht. In our fourth story, we're shifting gears to the ongoing tensions between crew members. Below Deck star Marina Marcondes de Barros has stepped up to defend Chief Stew Lara Rigby amid recent backlash. What did she have to say, and how does it affect the dynamics on the yacht? We've got all the scoop. Finally, we're exploring the controversial firing of Wihan Toit. Did Captain Jason make the right call, or was Wihan's dramatic nature essential for the show's excitement? We're discussing whether reality TV needs its villains to keep things interesting. Curious to hear all the details? Make sure to stay tuned for the full breakdown on these sizzling Below Deck stories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from TFAX. Let's set sail. Let's dive deeper into our first story, the saga of Johnny Arvanitis and Wihan Toit from Below Deck Down Under. Fans were left reeling after both cast members were fired in a dramatic turn of events that raised questions about who was truly the troublemaker on board the Katina. Johnny, known for his fiery personality, found himself in hot water after a drunken night out, culminating in a notorious incident where he punched a wall in frustration. This outburst wasn't just an isolated event. It prompted Captain Jason Chambers to take decisive action. Many believe this type of aggressive behavior could be indicative of deeper issues, and Captain Jason was clear that such conduct couldn't be tolerated on board. Meanwhile, Wihan, who served as the bosun, also faced severe criticism for his leadership style and inappropriate interactions with the crew. His actions, including multiple flirtations and a tendency to dismiss his team's concerns, contributed to a toxic atmosphere. The tipping point came when Johnny's girlfriend, Alicia Harris, mistakenly ended up in Wihan's bed, sparking a jealous confrontation. Johnny's violent reaction to this situation ultimately led to both of their dismissals. In the aftermath, fans are left wondering, who was worse? While Johnny's actions led to immediate repercussions, Wihan's comportment had been a simmering issue, creating friction among the crew for weeks. It's clear that Captain Jason made a tough call in the interest of crew safety, but many argue that Wihan's departure might have been premature, given that his antics provided much of the season's drama. Is Wihan's absence going to leave a void in the show, or is it the right step toward a healthier crew dynamic? As we tune into the rest of the season, the fallout from their firings will definitely continue to echo throughout the Katina. Stay tuned as we follow this story closely. Now, let's shift gears and talk about an exciting reunion that Below Deck fans have been buzzing about, Kate Chastain's reaction to the return of Chef Ben Robinson. On April 11, Bravo announced that the beloved chef would be making his grand comeback in Below Deck Down Under Season 4, and Kate couldn't contain her excitement. Kate, who has been a staple of the Below Deck franchise as Chief Stew over several seasons, took to social media to express her joy. In a cheeky tweet to Bravo, she humorously inquired about booking a charter, showcasing her eagerness to work alongside her best friend once again. The camaraderie between Kate and Ben has always been a highlight of the series, and their prior seasons together were filled with memorable moments, both humorous and dramatic. Fans of the show will recall that their friendship blossomed through ups and downs during seasons 2 and 4. The two even rented apartments in the same complex during the COVID pandemic, deepening their bond outside the yacht. However, Kate has playfully denied rumors regarding the nature of their relationship, emphasizing that while they're close friends, Ben is certainly not the father of her child. As we await the new season, many viewers are excited not only to see Chef Ben back in the galley, but also to witness how his dynamic with Kate will unfold in this fresh environment. Alongside him will be another fan favorite, Chief Stew Daisy Kellyher, who's transitioning from below-deck sailing yacht. With her own history of drama and complex relationships, it will be intriguing to see how Daisy meshes with the returning crew. Even Andy Cohen weighed in on the excitement, expressing that the franchise has waited too long for Ben's return. As we anticipate this crossover of former and current cast members, the anticipation builds. Will the chemistry that fans love be reignited, or will new challenges arise as these personalities clash? One thing's for sure. The upcoming season of Below Deck Down Under promises to be filled with high-stakes drama and unforgettable moments. So, stay tuned for more updates on this exhilarating reunion. Next up, we have the latest on Nicolas Cattelan, the new deckhand who found himself in a bit of hot water during his first charter on Below Deck Down Under. The excitement of joining the crew quickly turned into tension when Nicolas joined the guests for a fun night of beer pong, which led to him taking a shot of tequila. All of this despite knowing that Captain Jason Chambers runs a dry yacht. As the night unfolded, Nicolas learned from Brianna Duffield, a fellow crew member, that drinking on charter is strictly prohibited. Faced with the consequences of his actions, Nicolas realized he had to come clean. In a heart-pounding moment, he approached Captain Jason after the guests left, ready to take responsibility for his misstep. But what would Captain Jason's reaction be? Fans of Below Deck know that the captain doesn't take such breaches lightly, especially not on a yacht where discipline is critical. As Nicolas prepared for the worst, many viewers were left wondering if he would be shown the door on his very first day. In a preview for Season 3, Episode 12, Nicolas not only admits to Captain Jason that he messed up, but also explains the situation fully while taking ownership of his actions. This level of accountability impressed many, but would it be enough to save his job? Fortunately, the answer appears to be a relief for Nicolas. He won't be fired, at least not yet. Captain Jason is known for his understanding nature and often chooses to give second chances, as long as no major damage or violent behavior is involved. Since Nicolas is still green with only a year of yachting experience under his belt, it seems he might just receive a stern warning instead. As we continue to watch Nicolas navigate his new role aboard the Katina, his budding boatments with Marina Marcondes de Barros adds an interesting twist to his journey. Will he be able to learn from this experience and rise to the challenges ahead? We'll be keeping a close eye on how Nicolas evolves as part of the crew in the coming episodes, so stay tuned for more updates on his adventure. In our fourth story, we're diving into the drama surrounding Below Deck Down Under star Marina Marcondes de Barros as she comes to the defense of Chief Stew Lara Rigby amid recent backlash from fans. Viewers of the show have witnessed an escalating tension between the crew, particularly with Marina and Lara's working relationship coming under scrutiny. Throughout this season, fans have been vocal about their opinions on Lara's leadership abilities and the overall service on the yacht. In light of this, Marina took to her Instagram stories to address criticisms directed at Lara and to clarify her perspective on the situation. She openly expressed her appreciation for Lara, stating, "Lara is a good chief stew. She was focused on keeping the high standards we are used to, even when everything was against us." Marina didn't shy away from acknowledging the difficulties they faced, likening the group's dynamics to a toxic arranged marriage, highlighting the frustrations that many crew members felt during trying times. However, she also emphasized that while Lara's leadership needed some improvement, communication and empathy could significantly enhance their teamwork. Additionally, Marina hinted at her upcoming opportunity to shine in service as Lara looked to make adjustments, saying she was grateful for Captain Jason's involvement in resolving some of the crew's internal conflicts. It appears that the captain is determined to ensure that all crew members are given a fair shot at demonstrating their skills and abilities. Despite the challenges, Marina's support for Lara indicates a bond between the two that goes beyond just professional interaction. Fans are eager to see how these developments will unfold as the season progresses, especially with the looming changes following the firings of Johnny Arvanitis and Wihan Toit. As we watch tensions rise and fall aboard the Katina, it remains to be seen how Marina's defense of Lara will influence the crew's morale and dynamics in upcoming episodes. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this unfolding story in the turbulent world of Below Deck Down Under. And finally, we're taking a closer look at the controversial firing of Wihan du Toit from Below Deck Down Under. After a series of escalating issues aboard the Katina, Captain Jason Chambers made the difficult decision to let Wihan go alongside Johnny Arvanitis, but fans are split on whether this was the right call. Wihan's time on the show was marked by dramatic moments, both on and off the clock. While his behavior raised serious red flags with the crew, many viewers argue that he was also a key source of entertainment and intrigue that kept the season engaging. From his flirtations with multiple crew members to the chaotic incident involving Johnny's girlfriend, Wihan was often at the center of the drama. However, with the increased tensions within the crew and Captain Jason's concern over the toxic environment, the captain had to weigh the safety and well-being of everyone on board. The infamous incident where Elijah Harris mistakenly climbed into Wihan's bed set off a chain reaction that ultimately led to Johnny's explosive reaction and subsequent firing. Some fans are vocal about feeling that Wihan, despite his flaws, was unfairly targeted. After all, isn't reality television built on a bit of chaos? His behavior, though problematic, also brought high-stakes drama that fans tuned in to see. With Johnny gone and Wihan's departure now confirmed, many are left wondering whether the absence of such strong personalities will dull the excitement of the show. While Captain Jason was justified in wanting to create a more harmonious work environment, he also acknowledged that Wihan's antics often created a sort of pressure cooker situation that forced the remaining crew to bond and come together. As the season unfolds, viewers are left questioning if this is a case of out with the bad, in with the bland. Will the drama diminish without Wihan's larger-than-life presence, or can the new crew dynamics lead to a fresh wave of excitement? One thing is certain. Fans will be tuning in to see how the remainder of Below Deck Down Under plays out, as the next chapter begins without these controversial figures leading the charge. Stay with us for more updates and insights as we navigate through the turbulent waters of the season.